With the blue bit on it.
You see the end of you see the
Oh, that blue bit's not connected
see
to
that
it. Yeah, yeah.
boat there's clipper and it's blue. Look to the right of that, it's the white one. We're going have a look. Yeah, we're lucky to have the boat here, Premier Marinas. These guys are awesome. Here, help me out. Right, guys. This is it. This is my boat. It's not really. There it is at the back. You see where the water has been up. It'll be deep when that tide's up. Super. Alright guys, it's been a while since I've made a video and there's a lot of stuff's been going on, quite exciting stuff. The most exciting being I have a boat. Right, so we're going to go inside the boat now and there's two hatches. I'm open this one up and we'll go inside. You have to be kind of like quite agile to jump into this boat. You'll see what I mean in a second. I'll open up the other hatch as well. Ta-da! I'll just put that. Hang on. Come on in and have a look. So this is pretty much, this is the chart table, this is the brains of the boat if you like. All the electronics are here, this is the computer which runs navigational software on it. Up here we've got all of our switches which effectively turns everything on and off. Got a GPS here, VHF radio here. Batteries are below. I'm sitting on the engine here. We'll pull the cover back in a minute and take a look at that because I need to check the oil. I did an oil change the other day and a few other bits. Yeah, but it's as you can see, it's not like a boat that you sit on and have champagne. This is effectively a race boat. So you'll see below we have all this pipe in here. So this piping is actually for water ballast, and so I can pump water to one side of the boat when the boat's heeled over, and that's how I make it go stay upright and it can go faster effectively. So I've actually got some, I'm going to replace all of this plastic piping, and I have a meter of the new stuff today just to see if I've got the right diameter. I think I have. But there's a lot of work on this boat that I need to do over the next year. This is another sail in here, and actually this is a really cool thing here. I'll show you. A lot of people ask me like, oh, where's the bed, how do you sleep? But so this is a big, it's like a waterproof bean bag, and actually this here, I've got another one of these. This is pretty much what you sleep on. Behind you there is actually a fold down sort of bunk, but I'm going to remove that because I'm going to sleep on these bean bags, which are so good. So what you're looking at there, that's a bunk, and I've got spare sails up in the front. If you look up here, that's a lot of the electronics. I'm actually going to tidy some of this up. It needs to be, some of the wiring and stuff needs to be improved a little bit.
What are you doing?
Actually, the boat has breakers. So before I turn everything on, I have to turn like a master switch on, which is effectively like a breaker here. So I've just turned the battery to start the engine on, and I've just turned all the electrics on here. If I don't turn it on here, whatever I do up here won't matter. This turns the boat on effectively. And actually, what I will do is, I'll take a look at the engine, I'll show you that. This will come back. This comes back here. Ta-da. And this effectively is the engine. Now this is used. This is used to get the boat out of the marina. It turns the propeller. This will also charge your batteries, but I won't need it to charge the batteries. This is just used to get in and out of the marina. And if I ever need
What
to.
kind of engine is it?
It's a diesel engine. Yeah, it's a little diesel, 3-cylinder diesel engine. Only puts out about 30 horsepower. So
Smart.
that's enough to get in and out. So yeah. I recently changed the oil on this, and I've got a fuel filter here which I need to replace. When I got the boat, it had quite a bad oil leak, but it was the oil pressure switch here, this blue switch, which was faulty, so we replaced and that stopped the oil leak. And recently, this is looks like an oil filter, it's actually a fuel filter, so we'll put this one on. I don't think it can change for a while. So lots of little jobs. And actually the temperature gauge is not working at the moment, so I can't tell how hot the engine's getting. So I've brought this down, and this will tell us how hot it's getting. Because I just want to know. I mean, I know it's not overheating, but the idea is this is a special gun. You point it at it. So right now, there you go. That's 18 degrees. Because it's cold. But when the engine's running, that should be around about 90 degrees, 90, 95. It shouldn't really be over 100. So we'll find out, because we'll run the engine in a bit. Yeah, I need to replace this. So at the moment, I'm starting the engine literally off a screwdriver. This bit's broken.
It's not stolen.
It's not stolen, yeah, it's definitely not stolen, but this is a repair that needs to be done. So I'll turn it on, the master's on. What we'll do, put this in, there you go. So it's a diesel, so that it will preheat the glow plugs. Any second now, that orange light will go out. There you go. We'll leave this to run, we'll let it warm up, and then we'll get the temperature gun on it, and we'll see how hot it's getting. It's going to take a while, so we'll just leave is we'll get that temperature gun and we'll just point it at the radiator and we'll see how hot it's getting. It's not going to be hot at all, but it shouldn't be anyway. And we just flown the drone, so you should either be seeing that or have seen that on the screen by now. It's quite nice down here. It's a really good little harbour. Alright, you can feel the heat coming off it already, because obviously there's going to be some heat here. So, alright. Good. So here we go, we'll take this. So this is a heat exchange. This is not hot because I wouldn't be able to hold my hand on it. Otherwise, my dad is FaceTiming me. Yo, you okay? Yeah, just down at the boat actually. I've just been running the engine and I've got it on the heat exchanger, 63. So that's not hot at all, but I've only had it idling for about 15 minutes. So my hand's on the heat exchange, so it's not that hot, which is good. So if this is only 63, that's running. That's nice. But there was a little bit of diesel that had leaked. I don't know how well you can see the nipple, the bleed nipple on the exchange has been leaking a little bit. So someone calling you. So anyway, yeah, I'm just down here with James and we're Dowson, who's over there.
You alright, John?
And we're just doing a few bits. So I've done that. So that's effectively that bleed nipple. I don't think was done up tight enough, and I saw bits of diesel that was leaking a little bit when I got down here. So I've nipped it up a little bit. So that should be okay now. But yeah, it's all running good.
What about water?
Didn't appear to be any water in here. There was definitely diesel in the bottom. So diesel had been seeping out. So that whatever was here has been sort of contaminated a little bit. But I've mopped it all up. So I'm probably going to leave the engine running for a little bit longer actually. I want to try and get it a little bit hotter. And we'll just see.
Yo,
Yeah.
what are these?
That's a good question. Okay, so this is for the autopilot. So when I'm out on deck, this will go around my head and I can turn the autopilot off and on.
You mean
Because
around your
ultimately
neck?
yeah, around my neck. I'll just wear it like this. And I can change the course of the boat and I can do everything through this. This is the remote control for the auto helm. Because once the boat is all set up and the sails all in place, I'm not saying it's the autopilot saying it, so this I can keep track of it on this and make any changes. And this is really, 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 really useful. You need this.
Radio control boat, basically.
Radio control boat, yeah.
Just randomly I asked the question, where do you go to toilet?
Where do you go to the toilet? All right.
And
This is the answer.
Well, actually, this is an old thing that's in here. I don't want this anymore. So the answer to your question is going to be a bucket and chuck it. There is no toilet on this boat with like a flushing system as such. It's just me. It will be just me when I'm on my journey. So it's just a bucket, basically. Yeah, this is actually a class 40 boat. And the idea of a class 40 is this idea came around in, I think it was like 2005, 2006, to make like ocean racing cheaper. The hull that we stood on here was the deck, but the boat itself's not allowed to be made out of carbon fibre. It's like glass fibre basically. The mast and the boom is carbon fibre. And the idea is it was supposed to kind of, like just make racing, offshore racing, like a little bit cheaper. But they're quite expensive now. Like if you wanted a new version of this boat with the latest equipment sorted and a full set of sails, it's about £900,000. It's quite a lot of money. Whereas this is an older boat, it's hull number 55, and it's a fraction of that. That's why I've got it.
And you were saying earlier about something about it's been around the world or done something. I can't remember what you were saying.
I think this came second in the Route de Rhum back in like 2008. This is back in 2008 and 2009. This was a competitive boat, but it's not anymore. It's faster boats now in the class. But for what I'm using it for, I don't need a fast boat. I don't need to have a competitive race-winning boat. I just need to be safe, and these are solid boats. That's why I went with one of these boats. It's taken years, like 3 years, to work in full time to get this boat. And at times, I didn't really know if it was possible. I didn't.
Just shows you persistence pays off.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was going to come together, but it did, and yeah. But now I have a lot of work ahead of me over the next year to get ready for what I'm doing. And the idea of these videos now is it makes sense to start sharing what I'm doing, and any questions, post them in the comments below. But there you go, we've been down here faffing about, doing a few jobs today. I'm gonna head back and I'm out at the weekend on this. So we'll get some more footage there.